Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the race. Today we're doing the iRacing Endurance IMSA series, and we're going to do a 2.4 hour race. Well, actually 2.6. It's 2 hours and 40 minutes. We'll get straight into it. There's 15 minutes of practice left. And then afterwards, I don't know if there's any more practice or if we're going straight into qualifying, but we'll see straight away. It said there was a chance for rain, but currently it's dry, so we'll see what happens in the race. We're here with our trusty Porsche, trying to go for redemption this time round. At Daytona, we had the unfortunate problem that we got disqualified all the way at the end of the race. I can see JJ is in chat once again. I hope you weren't too disappointing with the result at Daytona. Right now, I'm racing on my own because my brother actually doesn't have the required license to race this series. And so I'll be racing the entire way from the start of the race until we reach the end. I've done this race in the regular IMSA series, which is essentially a very, very short 30-minute sprint race, and it was fun. It was really fun. Really cool result at the end where I managed to overtake a fellow GT3 on the very last lap of the race and clinch 6th position. Whether we're competitive or not will remain to be seen and depend a lot on the strength of field of the server we get thrown into. The goal today is to reach the end, and any better than that is just a bonus, really. I'm hoping not to get tangled up in too many crashes. I've seen incredible crashes with involving GT3s and prototypes at this track this week. I just realized I can see chat. Okay, that's nice. My camera is actually blocking just in front. I see my brother said hello in chat. I asked him to see whether there were any problems. I'm gonna see just in a second if I can actually move the screen over. Let's see what he says. Yeah, don't see a thing.
Clear on the left.
Good quality, sound is also good, and JJ says that the quality is also very nice, so that's amazing. I'm gonna move the screen over if I manage to do it on the straight. There's no one behind me, thankfully, and yeah, the voice is perfect as well. I'm glad JJ is here as well to give some feedback. Got a fellow Porsche up ahead. He's gonna move over. Very nice livery there. The prototype splitting us both. Really didn't see him coming there. Something that I've learned after Daytona is to really commit to your line and let the prototypes do their thing. I used to drive in the prototypes when it was still the LMP1s in iRacing, and that's something that, like, back then it was so logical for me to just have these GTs do their thing and stay on the line, not move over. And now that I'm driving the GT3s, I'm the one that's constantly trying to move over and make it easier for the prototypes. I guess that's just something that you gotta kind of learn once you start racing. And so now I'm just gonna commit to the line while still watching out that the prototypes are not in the way, of course, because if you remember, if anyone watched, the one big crash that I had where there was about 7 minutes of repairs was actually not me letting the prototype by, but really turning in on the prototype. So really we gotta watch out and not be too aggressive by doing that either. That was very smooth. I honestly think hope, I mean, it doesn't rain, because I have no practice at all on this track in the rain, and I did like 2 laps trying to see if there was like a wet line or something. It's actually really difficult to find it on this track. There's really just one line through these corners, and you can kind of delay your turn in a little bit to get a better exit, but you have very large crossover regions, and the width of the road doesn't really allow you to avoid it, or to try and find alternative lines, really. This is probably my worst corner on the track, this one. Need a really good exit, because this straight goes on for ages. But if you brake too late or too early, you're gonna lose a lot of time as well, so you really have to manage your expectation on this one. This one is really great. You also have to be very patient. I see there's a lot of gravel on track, so I'm gonna brake just a tad earlier and try and find the right line to get past this stricken prototype here. Probably just lost the back end there, but who knows, I can see the tail of another one right in front of us. Maybe it was a wreck. Probably gonna catch back up to us even if the car is a little bit damaged. Or perhaps it's just his ego that will be a little bit bruised. Nice exit as well. It's really good to build up the confidence when you're in practice. That feels really good. This is actually just the fixed setup. I'm going to go for the outside lane here and try and make him understand that if he wants to dive, he could, but he doesn't. Interesting. Really wide here, and that's an off track, and I knew that. It's also something we're going to have to manage and try and learn from our mistake at Daytona. You really can't have too many of these off tracks. Even if it looks like you have a lot of time and a lot of opportunities to get it right, you really need to watch out for these off tracks and try and not get too many of them. I really don't know what this Ferrari prototype up ahead is doing, really. Seems to be going really slowly. But now we're in P7 out of 8 times that have been run in this session, apparently. Not too encouraging. What is my time actually? 2:08, that's really slow. But I do have 100 liters of fuel on board. So this is really how the car is going to feel at the start of the race, and I must say it's really planted, it's really nice. This fixed setup that I'm starting to get used to. I'm doing the IMSA sprint fixed championship, if you want to call it that way. And James is saying, hey there, hello there, General Kenobi, how are you doing today? It's a solo race, a little bit of a longer one, but really it's not that much of an endurance. In real life, the Bathurst 12 hours finished this morning, or at least this morning for European viewers, I should say. And what a race that was! It looked like an iRacing lobby. Really lucky with the off track there. Just 5 more minutes before the race starts, or at least the race lobby starts. Just about managed to keep the back end from sliding off as well. He's trying to warm up his tires for a lap, I guess. And I think you lose a lot more time by doing that, but maybe his tires were just a little bit dirty. The speed they have when they come through there. The Acura apparently is extremely fast this week as well. Should really try and redo the BOP. I guess it will only come at the end of this season. Oh, where is my bro? I actually didn't even see the full question there. Well, he's actually tried to fix his setup. Or he told me he was gonna try and fix the setup. Because last time we essentially got disqualified because of a crash of his computer. So he's gonna try and troubleshoot that and see if he can fix it. And hopefully next time round we won't have the same problem in our next endurance race. So there's that point, and also this race is only open to a certain license in iRacing, so you need to get up the levels, and he doesn't have the high enough level, so he needs to play the game more if he wants to partake in these kinds of events. So today I'm trying to solo it for the Racing Bros official race team, and I'm gonna do 2 hours and 40 minutes of racing against other teams. I think a lot of people do these events in solo. Certainly people that don't really have a team for the big special events, they tend to stick around in these races, and they end up being quite popular and being really good for your iRating as well, if you can keep it on track, of course. Road America, not my favorite track, but I don't know why this week I've been practicing it a lot, and it's starting to click, and I'm starting to really like it. Certainly these GT cars, you can't really go flat out and rely on your aero too much, so it becomes a real challenge to find the apex and the right point to start accelerating out of the corner. You can really lean on your tires. You need to know when to do it and when to watch out, really. So as I was saying, there are now 845 drivers, but only 696 teams, so a lot of people are going to do this race completely solo. I would love to do this race with my brother, because I think it is quite fun to do. So here I just kept my line, trusted that he knew when he could overtake me, and then just exited right out of the right-hander. This carousel section is so difficult. You need to know exactly when to go off the gas, and then when you have that piece of barrier that sticks out and isn't completely closed off, that's when you go back on power. But yeah, getting the carousel right can definitely gain you a lot of time, because afterwards there's another of these massive straights, and I just keep getting that one wrong. I need to really watch out, certainly for qualifying, not to go too wide. That would mean my time would be deleted. This one you can really abuse the last corner there. It feels really satisfying when you get it right. And then you've got this whole straight to really benefit from your exit. That was my fastest lap. It's a 2:08 again. The race should be starting any time now. Yeah, it's yeah, everyone is disconnected, and I'm gonna disconnect as well. Just gonna pull over here on the right, and then we're gonna get into the race. Played around a little bit with the displays on screen as well. As you can see at the top there, we've got the ranking order, but it only comes up in the garage. So I think it's neater that way. It looks pretty professional, but during the race I think it's a little bit too distracting. And then for the race, we've got at the top left, we've got the general place of everyone. So you've got the right ranking order with a number of laps in between the cars. And then at the bottom left, we've got the relative pace of everyone. So there you will see how everyone compares to our car and who's coming up to us. Very important screen, of course. Flags should also be displayed at the top left, as well as at the top right, but that's behind my camera. So I've got flags, the normal iRacing flags for if I should ever forget to put on the other flags on well, that side, all the way over there. No, wait, what am I saying? Over there. Yeah, that's it. Super confusing to see yourself in the camera in that way. But yeah, we only have 3 minutes of practice, so that's great. The race is gonna start in no time. We've got 8 minutes of qualifying as well. I'm gonna put on the right amount. Oh, actually, we only had 50 liters, so it was actually being quite slow in the previous session, and I had no idea. So I'll just make sure we've got dry tires, and it looks like the weather is pretty good for now. Once again, if you are joining us a little bit later, the weather was announced to be potentially a little bit wet, but then the chance of rain was at no chance of rain, so it's a little bit tricky. Might just get like a little bit gray in the sky. That's why it's telling us that the humidity is gonna rise. I don't exactly know how this this iRacing weather system works. Still a bit of a noob. I should probably look that up. And up to this point, I think I've only done 1 or 2 wet races really. So even in the racing part, I haven't had a lot of experience. Although I must say, I've had great results in the couple of races that I've done. Might actually be 3, but yeah. Anyway, this is our beautiful livery that this time loaded correctly. And for now, we're gonna try and focus a little bit for 2 laps. Well, 3 laps really. First we have the out lap. Try and get the tires up to temperature. And then once we come out of the out lap, we're gonna try and qualify. We're gonna try and focus a little bit. Even your out lap is so important to kind of get your muscle memory back into shape. To really know when to turn in, to feel the grip of the tires and the track at the moment that you're going to start and qualify. There was completely missed apex, for example. This one is not too bad. Really be flat out, but I'm a little bit scared to do it. If you go too wide, then your lap will be invalidated. This is the last time we'll have the track to ourselves. Afterwards we'll have to try and navigate all the traffic. Didn't go too wide this time around. It's a good omen. Little lift for this one. Okay, not the best way to take that corner, but it will do for now.
Green, green, green.
Here we go.
Okay, here comes your first time lap. You've got about 5 laps of fuel.
Okay, better exit. Very conservative first lap. But at least we get a lap on the board.
One more lap.
Now let's try and be a little bit more precise. Okay, that's good. Now the technical section. Yeah, good exit. Almost a second one there. Still pretty bad technical section, to be honest. And for now we're still last of the qualifiers. What did we do? 2:07.5. Yeah, it only advances us one position. That's horrible. When I said you need to hit your apexes on your outlap, I really did mean that. And I didn't manage to do it, so yeah, really needed to turn in much earlier. This corner is the one that cost me about, I'd say, a second. Like, honestly, the way you need to take it is brake at the number 2 board. So right here. And once again, I just need like, I think a meter or something to hit that apex correctly, but I'm just too late on the turn-in. And then this corner on the first lap was horrible. That's probably where I won about 5/10 of that second, but there we go, guys. That was my attempt. And I guess we'll start pretty much all the way down the field. Look at that. There's, well, for now 2 cars behind us, but I don't even know if they managed to finish their second lap. There's only 5 seconds left, so we'll know pretty soon. And it looks like we'll have 4 cars behind us out of probably 15, right? So we'll be starting... Oh, is it 15 or is it 25? I always forget. I think it's 15 probably. Or 22? 20? Oh, I'm so bad with numbers. Okay, we'll need the full load of fuel here. 100 liters. I guess I'll take a quick look at the weather. For now, forecasted track is dry. Partly cloudy for the end of the race. Yeah, I guess we're good then. It should be completely dry. We've got dry tires, so that's great. 100 liters of fuel, and I always like to make sure, double check, double check, triple check.
1 to go, next time by. Line up on the left side. Pit road is closed right now. Looks like there's rain in the area. Be mindful. You're on a dry tyre.
Yeah, so they keep telling us that there's gonna be rain.
Estimated strength of field is 1,855.
They keep telling us about the rain, but then when you look at the forecast, it's still completely dry, bone dry, nothing to see, nothing to really explain where that wet weather would be coming from. But yeah, it looks like the cars behind us are B class and the others are A class in front, so we still managed to make it to the top of A class. I guess that's good enough consolation for me. It's gonna be a tough one. I'm gonna be really conservative at the start, I think. For anyone who watched the Bathurst race, the Bathurst 12 hours.
Catch up 52 car, catch up 4 car, catch up 1 car, catch up 15 car, catch up 34 car, catch up
everything to avoid what these guys were doing. No true wide moves.
Catch up 44 car, catch up 28 car. Catch up 27
it's like my lane actually.
30 car, catch up 177 car.
I know what this guy is doing on the right there. Probably wants to leave a bigger gap to the LMP2s, but it's actually... So apparently if you follow the exact rules of the law in iRacing, then it's both P1 and P2 that need to choose to do a slow outlap. So this guy is holding up his whole lane for no reason at all. And well, this Corvette in front is also kind of holding us up. Am I flashing? I'm not gonna flash him anymore. So I don't know what he's doing. He's just staying side by side with these GTs, but we're not on the front row here. I know what these guys are doing. This is terrible for the start. Like such a big gap in front. Oh no, actually no, it's alright. I think we caught up. Probably because the prototypes are right in front as well. Yeah, okay. No, it's fine, it's fine. I'm the idiot. I thought there was a much bigger gap, but I guess I didn't see the Corvette in front of my Corvette. Oh, and they hit each other. Nice. So you need to leave a little bit of a gap. Like my lane, how do you say, leader or so is doing. I don't know. The person in front of me, I don't know what I'm supposed to say. The Corvette is doing. He's leaving enough room. I'm praising him now because I'm trying to counteract the fact that I I talk shit earlier while being completely wrong. But yeah, anyway. Try and start to focus a little bit. Everyone is kind of all over the place. I don't really like these accordion movements where people are leaving too much room and then trying to reel other people in and then aggressively jumping on the brakes. I'm trying to be a little bit more chill than that. Okay, now the leaders are gonna brake. Someone actually went in the gravel, I think. There's a bunch of gravel on track there, being kicked up onto our windscreen, and now they're gonna come to a crawl. Yeah, that's really not how you do your start in the GTs normally. I did a race this week and P1 in GT3 and P1 and P2 really did it much better than this. The green flags actually started waving when we were on this straight, and now we actually have absolutely no gap to the LMP2s in front. So it looks like my lane actually went way too early, and then the lane on the right actually did a good job. But I mean, it's up to the leaders to really set the pace when you're in a lower class.
About to go green.
And
Stay focused.
this is gonna be horrible, isn't it? Everyone's already starting. Well, we're probably gonna go single lane over the start, right? Yeah, that's gonna be horrible. I just hope that the guys behind try and stay focused.
Green flag, green flag.
Oh, that's green flag. Oh,
There's
I
an
went wide.
incident ahead.
I went super wide. Oh, this is horrible. Okay, reach it.
Right side. You're on the left.
Oh, I'm
3
such an
wide.
idiot.
Car
Why
right,
do you...
2 wide.
Yeah, that was free from the BMW. Why did you do that? I can't go any more to the left. Okay. Well,
Keep to the left. Clear on the right. Right
I'm
side.
gonna give him the corner.
Clear on the right.
Honestly, we're just gonna take it very mellow. That was already way too hectic for me. Oh, one brakes here. Okay. I just kind of want to try and stay with the pack. Oh, that was entirely my fault for going too wide there. We could have at least stayed in 14th, but now we are essentially P16, I guess. What are these guys doing?
Go
Oh!
right.
Parking on the apex like that is also quite dangerous. So one wide.
You got a slow car on the
Extremely
left.
wide.
Go
I was gonna
right.
rejoin. Right on track, no he isn't. Okay, nice. He lost his rear wing completely there. That's a good air. Not too bad for me, but extremely bad for these guys.
Car on your left. Clear.
Wow, how did he lose the front end there? Okay, now let's go. Let's just go and try and stay in front of that BMW. Not a guy wide. And of course the danger is always that they would try and rejoin right in front of you. Thank you for everyone saying good luck in chat. It was actually not too bad of a race start, I guess.
Clear.
But the prototype overtaking us already. And the goal for us is to try and catch back up to the group in front. We're now P13. It's actually better than our race start. I'll take that. I keep messing up this apex over here. That was nice. Oh, there's a slow Porsche there. Yeah, that wasn't a great idea. It was just so slow there. See if we can get a good exit on him. Definitely have the tour here. 0.4. I'm not really reeling him in. Just a little bit, but a bit of dirty air. Good exit from us, but will it be good enough? I don't think so. Now we're 0.5 behind. That might actually be one of the leaders that crashed out. I don't really know how he would have so much gravel inside his car if he didn't actually go off track. We are actually closing in on him.
You got a slow car on the left.
Oh, someone lost a big chunk of their aero there. That's another GT3, which means we might win just another position here. He lost his front aero. He's gonna probably understeer a lot through this corner, although it looks like the Porsche is actually doing much worse than the Ferrari in front. We're once again getting really close to him. Actually gonna take the Ferrari.
Clear.
I think, oh. I think we'll be safe and stay behind the Porsche for now. Into the grass, that's not good. Of course. Lost some grip there. Okay, now we're really close. What is it, 0.2? 0.2 into the slipstream. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, just a little more, just a little more. In the toe here. A little bit too conservative, a little bit too early out of the slipstream. That was a really good effort. That's the closest we got so far to an actual overtake. Well, we just completely off track there to make this corner. I actually don't know what the track limit is there, but surely you don't gain that much time from going so wide. Yeah, we're gonna get overtaken by the prototypes now.
Right
so
side.
quickly.
Clear on the right.
This is really where we're gaining so much on him.
Faster traffic approaching.
Staying left
Car
here.
right. Clear. Car on your left. Clear. Faster traffic
It's a
approaching.
little bit close to my taste.
Car 20 has taken the lead. Right
Why'd you go
side.
so close to us? That's... If there's a little bit of netcode, this guy is just gonna take out a
Right
GT3.
side. Clear.
I know the track is not so wide at Daytona, but... Daytona, what am I saying? Road America, but still. Can leave a lot more room than that, for sure.
Faster traffic approaching. Car right.
Keeping up with this
Keep
guy,
to the
despite...
Clear. Right side.
Oh!
Clear on the
What a
right.
mess there. This straight is so long, you really don't have to move over all that early, but I guess he didn't really anticipate so many cars coming up. And now he's super wide, he's actually pushing so hard. And I'm keeping it on track. Because I know better than to use all
Faster
Oh
traffic
my.
approaching.
off tracks at the start of the race.
Car right. Stay on the left. Clear.
Oh!
Right side. Clear on the right. Car right. Still there. Hold your line.
Oh, that was horrible there. Wow. The LMP's really making a mess of it there.
Left side. Clear on the left. You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 3 seconds. Car
Yeah, no
right.
shit, engineer. You see what just happened?
Clear.
Oh! Dirty air here is really bad. We're almost into the top 10.
Got a slow car on the left.
There's another crash. Oh, that's a GT3. That's a free position for us, I think. Unless it was actually a back marker. It just went straight on there. Oh, I guess someone pushed him.
Cars approaching. Car right. Clear.
So we're now P10. Into the top 10, guys.
Car right. Clear on the right.
That's 4 positions
You're in the
gained,
top
and
10.
that Porsche there ahead is really right within our grasp. We just gotta try and catch back up after being held up by the prototypes.
Car right. Clear.
That's a great color for that Ferrari. It's actually even 3 GT3s that aren't too far from us either, right behind us. As you can see on the bottom left side of the screen.
You got a slow car on the left. Car stop on the left.
On the left, on the right.
Slow car.
Another
again.
GT. So is he actually gonna get right back on power? Probably not, right? There's so much gravel over here now. Probably have to watch out then in the carousel.
Car on your left. Still there. Clear.
Oh, that's right. I followed him along there.
The leader is running 7.416.
Look how wide you can run that corner. Is he really gonna go defensive here? What's behind us? Another GT. Oh yeah, that's a BMW. .5B rated, 1.5K iRacing. BMW from Mr. Well, Team Paddock Live or something. He was so early on the brakes there. That's an easy overtake for you. God damn. Don't do it, don't do it. Thank God. I feel like that BMW is too fast for its like level, I guess. I don't really train like a lot because he came back so quickly. So I'm thinking maybe they went for like a low fuel start or something. Where's he even coming from? Like,
Faster traffic approaching.
he was arriving so quickly I didn't even know it was a GT until he was right in my mirrors.
Car right. Clear.
Once again cutting really early with the LMPs. Or the prototypes I should say. Even that wasn't enough track. How about that? That corner is, well, you can abuse it so much. It's actually crazy.
Just set your fastest lap of the session. Faster traffic approaching. Left side. Clear on the left. Car on your left. Clear.
That overtake from the LMP must have been so satisfying.
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 1.2 seconds.
It's like he just got me through the gap. I left him room of course, but that's what makes it satisfying when you're in the LMP and you can just about time the move right. Now we did make a little bit of a gap to the BMW behind us, and that's always what happens with these pass-throughs of the faster classes.
New fastest lap for you.
If you're chasing a car really closely, then the prototypes are gonna make
Group of faster cars.
a gap in between you every time they pass.
Car right. Clear.
But then again, that can turn around quite quickly when
Left side.
someone in front gets blocked and then you gain a bunch of time. So it's all about managing expectations. Trying to be smart, but not usher anyone.
Faster traffic approaching. Left side. Clear.
Having to use a lot of my tires anytime they come around the outside there. But yeah, nope.
Right side.
Still left. They're probably like stuck to the left straight away, but
The car in front has gone off.
it's not always as easy. And the Porsche is still pushing hard. He actually got off track a little bit there, I think.
Faster traffic approaching. Right side. Clear.
We've got a fake Ferrari here. Someone that didn't want to race in the prototypes.
Too fast, flat for you.
Still wanted to race for Ferrari.
Right side. Clear. Faster traffic approaching. Car right. Clear on the right. Car right. Clear.
Yeah, now it's
Left side.
traffic paradise, as a certain Yuki Tsunoda would say. There's the LMP2s and the prototypes overtaking us.
Group of faster cars approaching.
Yeah, you can have the inside.
Clear on the left. Left side. Keep to the right. Clear.
Yeah, lost a lot of time there with the prototypes. That means the Porsche in front is going to get away a little bit. Thank God it's a really long race.
Faster car coming up quick. Right side.
Oh, this is
Still there. Hold your line. Clear.
and we lost even more time through there.
Right side. Clear on the right.
And that BMW seems to have lost all of its space all of a sudden. 3.2 seconds behind. Then again, so did we, if you compare it to the
Faster
Porsche
traffic
ahead.
approaching. Right side. Clear.
Nope. Oh,
Car right. Clear.
that was too late, man. Should have flashed the headlights to let him know, because sometimes they don't even really realize that their move was
Car on your
so
left.
bad or so scary.
Clear on the left. Faster car coming up quick. Left side. Clear on the left. Right side. Clear on the right.
It's really annoying how they keep covering the apex for us. 1.8 seconds lost.
Left side. Faster car coming up quick. Clear. Left side. Clear on the left.
That's what happens when you have endurance racing happening. And we're right. And we're right. Oh, that GTP just he came up way too late for me. I didn't actually see him until the last moment. But we live to fight another day, so that's good.
Group of faster cars approaching. Right side. Clear on the right.
God, we lost so much time that lap. How much fuel do we have actually? So we got 50 liters.
Alright, clear.
About half a tank now. A little bit more. We're gonna have another 12 laps probably. Before getting into the pits. And the gap in front has become quite big. I can still see the Porsche. If we get a little bit of clean air and a bit of luck on our side, might actually be able to reel him in and try another attack onto him.
The leader is running 6.632.
Yeah, we didn't actually gain anything on him, so I think he found his mojo back. We managed to... Oh, I don't know. I think the relative is glitching out a little bit.
Faster traffic approaching. Left side. Clear. Left side. Clear.
it seems we're slowly catching up a little bit. Like we've gained half a second in 2 laps or something. That was a poor exit. Now we've lost a little bit of time to him again, I think. Not 3/10. I don't know, sometimes it looks like we're gaining a little bit, and then
Faster car coming up quick.
right after,
Right side. Clear.
realize it's not really the case. Okay. And I can see my friend Baloo in chat saying let's go. Actually trying to catch up now.
Right side.
See the guy in front,
Clear.
4 seconds in front of us.
Clear on the right.
Makes little mistakes left and right, I think, and that's why we end up catching up really quickly and then kind of being stuck in a stalemate afterwards. So he's still pushing a lot. We saw that at the start of the race. He needs to push so hard to be as fast as us as we get the prototype overtaking us.
Faster traffic approaching. Car right. Clear.
Nice race. Yeah, it's a really nice race. We're in the top 10. Trying to catch up to P8. And behind us there's P10. That's also not too far away.
Car right. Stay on the left. Clear.
We haven't even done our first pit stop yet. So we'll see what happens after. there's some more gravel here, so someone went off.
Faster traffic approaching.
Let's move to the left.
Car right. Clear.
I don't know what he did. It's I think an LMP2. I went really wide. Oh, just like we did.
Car on your left. Clear on the left. Right side. Faster car coming up quick. You're on the left.
Yeah, that wasn't great.
Clear.
Go, give me some tow. At least I can recoup part of the time that I lost. Not too bad. Someone went wide. So did I. Is it subconsciously like having an effect on me? Just
Faster car coming
talking about someone going wide makes me actually go wide as well.
Right side.
Might be.
Clear.
Okay. Anyway, let's focus.
Left side. Clear. Faster traffic approaching.
Kind of lost a lot of my focus now that I've been stuck in this traffic, being overtaken left and right.
Left side. Clear.
Okay, that was scary. Don't do that again. Oh wow, P10 actually crashed out or something. I guess that's good for us.
Faster traffic approaching.
It's a bit of dust and kind of particles that accumulated over the windshield.
Car right.
You can actually see the streaks, I think. Or is it actually a reflection? I don't know.
Car right. Clear on the right.
Yeah, that car behind us lost a lot of time with the overtakes from classes ahead of us, but I don't know if it was because of a crash or actually having to let go of some of the guys.
Faster car coming up quick.
It was definitely an LMP2 that went straight on.
Right side. Clear on the right. Faster traffic approaching. Car on your left. Clear.
I don't know if that was the best approach for him to overtake there. He made it stick, so props to him for not taking me out. Just a little bit late to my taste. Sean Symes having a field day, thanking everyone letting him go. Laps, we've got another 8 laps to go. I got scared by a cone there. It's the first. Well, actually, no, that's not the first. Oh. That was the worst exit I've ever had through that corner. And that's what I mean, when you brake just like 5 meters too late in that corner, it really does mess up your line a lot. You lose a lot of grip when you're not on the racing line. And then you've got such a massive straight afterwards that you just keep losing time. This was nice, eh? Keep just slightly messing up the apex to my corners. And just that 1 meter that I'm too much to the left or right. It cost me about half a second to lap. Much better. We're now about 7.2 ahead. Behind, I mean. So we lost about 2 seconds now. Well, actually more like 3 seconds, because we were 4 seconds behind him.
Right side. Clear. Faster traffic approaching. Car right. Clear on the right.
I thought he was driving much quicker there, because he was really close, but then he messed up his line or something. And then he ended up being a little bit further behind than what I thought. I let him do his thing though, and then it ended up being good enough for this time around. Okay, that was a nice exit. And now it says 10. Yeah, we probably lost
Faster cars approaching.
even more time though.
Car right. Clear on the right.
Okay, nice apex this time. Gained so much time all of a sudden. I don't know where we found all of that pace, but maybe he finally understood how to take the carousel and then the right-hander right after. And that's given him such a nice bit of speed. We've also not been the most consistent in the last couple of laps, but
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
hey, it's a long race. You can have like little moments like that, as long as you know how to fix it after a while. On a good lap now. We can keep this momentum going. Might be able to catch up to the guy in front. Oh,
Faster car coming up quick.
was that for position? That was for position, okay. Wow. What was that, McLaren or something? Actually, oh yeah, I can't actually see it on any of my panels. Okay, great.
Clear on the right.
I thought I could, but apparently not. So that's free position from that McLaren going wide. It was either McLaren or
You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
Corvette, maybe? I don't know. I saw something in the shape of a McLaren with kind of orange colors. Oh, and his name is Adam Scott. Okay, interesting. He's got a surname that I have as a first name.
Faster car coming up quick.
He's going to take me before.
Right side. Clear. The car in P1. Just at the fastest lap. 5.232. Faster car coming up quick. Car right. Clear on the right.
Yeah, still 9.3 behind that Porsche. I don't know if he found pace somewhere. He found maybe that he didn't have the confidence at the start of the race, messed up something, and then only now is he trying to really push in the place where he was maybe a little bit uncomfortable at some point.
Traffic approaching.
Man, is he flying?
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
And all that while I'm actually making a couple of small mistakes left and right. I guess we're almost at the end of the first stint. And we'll see whether they decide to change drivers or not. I don't know if there's any penalty for changing tires on this track. I think if you change tires and fuel, or in this series I should say, if you change tires and fuel, then you probably don't take a hit at all. 2 drivers should be plenty probably. Ooh. Oh, that's a Porsche! Oh, that's actually the Porsche. So he was pushing really hard probably and he just missed it and lost it here. And it was in that corner that he kind of struggled with, so I'm guessing he might have found a way out to take it and then in the end still got caught out in that corner. That's crazy. He was actually going back from the middle of the track. But thank God for that 10-second gap. We're now in P7. Oh wait, actually no, we're in P8. Is that possible? We're P7 or P8? There's something not right with the timing board at the moment. Yeah, P7, that's what I thought. Well into the top 10. Just doing a nice chill first stint. We are 18 seconds behind P6, but that doesn't matter too much. We still have 1.5 stints to go, so they could make a mistake, we could make a mistake as well. End up much further down the field. I'll go ahead then. I mean, dude puts his nose on the inside and then doesn't want to step inside. Oh no.
Right side.
Oh, you idiot.
Clear on the right. Faster car coming up quick. The leader is running 6.645. Clear.
I guess I didn't realize there was a prototype coming right after that LMP car. Still haven't learned my lesson from Daytona.
Right side. Faster traffic approaching. Clear on the right.
Over.
Car on
Oh,
your left.
dude!
Clear.
What the hell? Oh, I actually
Got
hit my
wheel
wheel.
damage. Looks like one of your wheels is out of alignment.
Oh, I actually hit my wheel. You
Got damage on the back end.
bloody idiot!
Reduced aero might slow you down on the straight.
Well, at least it's nice that it's
5, 3.
in the pitting phase, but still. Oh, god damn, what an idiot.
All the damage is repairable.
What was he thinking? 2 minutes. What was he thinking? He probably thought I was gonna go on the inside, leave the whole exit right open, but ah, god damn it. It's so stupid. So I need to repair at least some of the optional repairs. Ah, that's so annoying. That's what I meant when I said that we could get damage as well. I know, is it worth it to do the whole repairs or should I do like half of it? He's a lap down, right? Yeah, he's a lap down now because that's the Porsche that we were fighting.
The leader's pitting now.
Why didn't he just brake? That's also the thing. When you see that the door is closing, why don't you just tap the brakes? He just kept going flat out and hit me. That's the dumb part. Like, I can understand that maybe you're thinking that I'm gonna leave, I don't know, boatloads of room for half an hour open for you to come through. I mean, that's possible. I don't blame you for that. I'm not driving the LMP2, but actually keeping your foot pinned instead of braking. If he had braked, he would have been fine. We would both have been fine. But now, yeah, well, so annoying. Gonna end up just outside the top 10, I'm guessing. I'm gonna leave like 30 seconds of repairs, I don't know. Well, might as well repair the entire thing and see how where we end up.
Almost finished up.
Yeah, thank you, engineer. It's so unfortunate that anytime I get hit as well, it's always on the axle in this car. Okay, come on. Gonna be a lap down. Gonna be P. Yeah, for now we're P11, but.
That's it, go.
There might be rain at 4 o'clock, but I guess 4 o'clock is in a while, right? Okay, so P12 is coming up. Oh, it just passed us. Oh.
The lead is fitting now.
So we're in P12. Let's try and get back into the top 10 then. It really says P11, but yeah, P12 is in front, so we're going P12. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Just making sure that I actually have 100 liters of fuel in. So the good thing is that we're not even halfway into the race, and so we still have plenty of time to try and catch up to first P11 and then the top 10.
Faster car coming up quick. Left side. Clear.
And at least we're still in the race, and that's the most important part. Just reaching the end. That was the goal for today.
Faster car coming up quick. Right side. Clear on the right. Faster traffic approaching. Left side. Still there, hold your line. Clear on the left. Faster car coming up quick.
Was that the guy that took me out? I have actually no idea.
Car right. Clear on the right.
Well, if it was him, I guess apologies accepted. It's always super difficult to actually manage traffic whether you're in the GT or in the prototypes or in the LMP2s. Just, I feel like in iRacing, you're being punished so hard in the GTs, while the prototypes, oftentimes they can just get away with it, somehow. Okay, but anyway, let's try and focus. We're actually losing time to the guys ahead. And there's a car behind us that's actually catching up.
The lead is pitting now.
So,
the lead is pitting now.
Still got plenty of racing to do.
The lead is pitting now. The lead is pitting now.
Okay, and there's yeah, my engineer that's having a stroke in the pits. Maybe someone should go check up on him, because gonna need him in this race.
Faster car coming up quick. Car on your left. Clear. Left side.
Dude, what the fuck?
Clear on the left.
Oh, there's a Porsche that that we overtook earlier in that same spot, actually. Except this time I had to let go of a prototype, and then he came through as well. So good on him for actually managing to
Car coming up quick.
do the exact same move on us.
Car on your left. Clear.
Maybe we can try and use him to pull us closer to the guys in front.
Car right. Clear. Faster traffic approaching.
He actually got hit, didn't he?
Left side. Clear on the left. Group of faster cars approaching. Car right. Clear on the right. Right side, clear. Car right. Stay on the left.
That's the guy that took us out, didn't he? It's Michael. Yeah, okay, so it wasn't him that apologized, but still, I guess it's racing.
Go
Oh,
right.
now he does that.
Faster traffic approaching.
I'll take off for the
Car right, car 16 has taken the lead. Still there, hold your line. Clear on the right. Car right. Clear. Faster car coming up quick. Car on your left.
Okay, this is actually kind of cool.
Clear on the left.
Seeing the traffic go through both him and my lines. That was actually kind of cool. But there's P13 actually catching up as well. You gotta be wary of that, and I'm kind of hoping that if I stay behind the Porsche, number 25 is it? Or was this number 30 actually? maybe we might be able to catch up to the guy in front and get back into the top 10. That's why I don't want to bother him too much. I want to try and stay behind him. But of course, if he makes mistakes and ends up being a little bit slow, then I have no choice but try and get ahead. Now he's the one that's gonna check. Now he's actually the one that's making a gap and running away, and we're the ones that are a little bit slow. Let's try and think positively though. Got the pace.
The leader is running 6.01.
Managed to be in the top 10 earlier, so no reason that we can't be there again.
Faster traffic approaching. Left side. Clear. Right side. Clear. Faster traffic approaching. Right side. Clear on the right. Right side. Clear. Right side. Clear on the right.
Now that's Mr. Fake Ferrari again. Now that I think of it, he's probably on a different strategy than us, right? Because if he crashed and had to go into the pits, then that means he pitted earlier and probably has a tank that is much less full than ours. And if that's the case, then it's normal that he's actually being so quick.
Car right. Clear on the right.
It's very annoying. I don't know if I should cover the inside when that happens. It's like if he was maybe a tenth or two later, and I would have started turning in, and then it would have been really difficult for me to back out. But then again, he wasn't 2 tenths later, so maybe it's a bit unfair to him if I start blocking the inside before the crossover actually happens. On the opposite, the flip end of the coin, I guess. I'm losing about a second whenever they do that, so.
Right side. Clear on the right. Car right.
I know they do it in real life as well, but attacking while I'm already into my braking zone is kind of risky. And kind of a dick move as well, because I'm losing so much time whenever they do it.
Faster car coming up quick.
But then again, that's how you learn.
Car on
Manage
your left.
traffic.
Clear.
Here, for example, if I had anticipated that he was coming through, a little bit better,
Car on your left.
then
Clear. Faster car coming up quick.
could have probably had a much better time through that corner. This guy's not going through this nice.
Right side.
The overlap was just after the corner, so that's really nice.
Faster traffic approaching. Right side. Clear on the right.
Okay, we're back to P11 actually, so potentially because of strategy or someone making a mistake, actually being back or...
Doing great.
Oh, we're in the top 10
Really good
even.
job. Car right.
So yeah, there's definitely some cars that are on an alternate strategy and end up in the pits when we are still on track. So that's positive. Means we're probably better placed than we initially thought. And we only lost maybe 2 or 3 positions. We were what, in P7, something like that, and now we're P10. So we'll have to see at the end of the race what actually ends up being true, but keeping the top 10 is probably still on the books. In the books? How'd you say it? I don't know. Is that the GT3 R? Maybe someone who exited the pits as well?
Car on your left. Clear on the left. Faster traffic approaching.
Ooh, that Ford is coming really close now.
Right side.
It's actually fast, he actually managed to close the gap.
Right side.
Maybe we can hold the inside. Not really down to
Still there.
battle too much at this phase of
Clear.
the race. Maybe I can actually learn a thing or two by being behind him.
Clear on the right.
I don't know if that was the best way of taking that corner there.
Faster car coming
Still
up
have it
quick.
too. That's nice.
Car on your left.
Oh, fuck, I messed up.
Still there. Hold your line. You're on the right. 3 wide.
I actually messed
Clear.
up.
Car on your left. Slow down.
Oh.
Penalty.
Oh.
Cutting the course. Right side. Clear on the
I'm
right.
sorry, dude.
Right
Oh
side.
my god. Oh my god, that was entirely my fault, wasn't it? I know, I thought I kept onto the right of the track, but... Ah! God damn it, I just missed my braking
Still
point.
braking on the car in front. The gap is 3.1 seconds. Faster traffic approaching. Car on your left. Clear on the left.
I don't think that was an unsafe rejoin though, because... Wow, okay, that went so fast, that crash. I didn't even know the... I guess it was an Alpine, or like an Acura with like an Alpine skin or something. That was, wow, such a mess. Well, this time it wasn't us actually being taken out. Was the Acura actually for position, or was the Might actually be in front of us. Let's see, so that's Yakura ahead. Yeah, he's actually one lap ahead of us in P6. Wow, that prototype really completely got destroyed by us. That's insane, such a big crash. But I don't know if it was really our fault, because I was already back on track. And I might have had a little bit more room on the right side to actually let him through. But I feel like he also had more room on the left. It was completely my blind spot, really.
Faster traffic approaching. Right side. Clear on the right.
What a mess. With all that, we're back in P11 somehow. I don't even understand really what just happened. We were in P10, P9 even, I think, maybe? And then back to P11. No, I don't think we were P9. Just in 10th position, and then we let the 4 through. We're back in 11th after P6 actually lapped us as well. But that's what happens in endurance racing sometimes. I was trying to stay as close as possible to the fourth, and then I just completely messed up my braking point, which doesn't happen often to me. But I just looked too far ahead, and I mistakenly saw the number 1 board, and that was still the number 2. And when I realized I was already past the number 2 board, which is my braking point, so I had no choice but to go straight on, and I managed to avoid the fourth. It was right in front of us. Went a little bit wide, and then when I came back on track, I just had a really good position to rejoin. I thought so, but then eventually I actually hit the prototype. He didn't actually say anything in chat, so either he's not that kind of guy, or maybe when I watched the replay, I'll be able to see we were both at fault. The yellow flags coming from that the Lara spun out somehow. That changes into a blue flag.
Right side.
Cool.
Clear on the right.
Ferrari behind us. Prototype. We're actually not losing too much time to that Ford. It's a shame that we ended up outbraking ourselves. Losing that much time to him. Live and learn, I guess. Oh, I actually got a message. Thanks for the 15-minute breaks. Yeah, well, 15 minutes break. So I guess he does blame us a little bit. 15 minutes of repair as well, yeah. He really got smashed into the wall there. Feel so sorry for him as well. I don't know if it was, maybe it was an unsafe rejoin. I need to rewatch the replay. To me it looked like it was fine until, well, I clipped him really. I'm pretty sure he watched the replay if he said that. have to see after the race. We need to see that one, and then the one where the LMP2 actually ran into the back of us. And then you guys can judge and say who was at fault.
Faster traffic approaching. Left side. Still there. Clear. Left
Oh,
side.
yeah, he said to go.
Clear.
See, that's so dangerous. It's not because one car goes through that two can, but certainly if there's like a relatively big gap in between them and you just start like catching up to the guy in front. And again, I don't know if I should actually kind of close the door like that, because I don't think I gained that much time by doing it. Maybe that's the thing I can do for next time.
Clear on the right.
Oh, I'm going through. Keep the white line.
Car right.
Can't really leave much
Clear
more
on
room
the
than
right.
that.
Right side. Clear.
And that's great. It's actually fine.
Faster traffic approaching. Left side. Clear. Car right. Clear on the right.
Okay.
You're in the top 10. Doing great. Really good job.
Oh, back in the top 10? Oh, good, nice. Really bouncing from P10 to P11. It's going to be very interesting to see the precision we have after this stint. And then how we end up gaining or losing even more positions.
Faster car coming up quick. Left side. Clear.
There's someone who's actually kicking up a lot of dust ahead of us.
Left side. Clear on the left.
Yo. Let's stay focused. It's actually still the Ford ahead of us, I think.
Faster car coming up quick.
Oh, that's wide.
Left side. Clear.
Okay. Come on, focus.
The car in front is pitting.
Gotta stop making so many mistakes. We're now P9. Somehow.
Faster traffic approaching.
I guess everyone is actually pitting right now.
Right side. Clear. Car right.
My focus is actually dwindling right now. Second stint, man, it's getting tough. It's actually so hot in my room as well. The door is closed and I've got two PCs running full force to bring you this stream. I can definitely feel the heat.
Group of faster cars approaching.
Doing the special events this summer is gonna be so freaking tough, even with windows open. we're so close to. Oh, I thought it was a 2-1. Alright then. It's almost 40 laps now in this race.
You've got a slow car on the right. Faster car coming up quick.
Oh, looks like we're gonna lap. Oh no, that's P10 and
Clear on the
P3.
right.
Yeah, I see. Yellow flag ahead. It's very wide. It was actually P5, but I think P5 should be a lap ahead of us. So
Faster car coming up quick.
that was actually not for position.
Car on your left.
I had to check for a quick moment for the car coming up behind us. Still, oh, we're actually not so close to the guy in front anymore. So I think maybe the
We expect light rain soon.
Ford actually hit it. And apparently there should be light rain coming in. I know how many laps we have left in this one. I think it was about 24 laps on the first stint, so should be another 9 laps in this one. Which is going to be interesting, because that means it's going to start raining in, what, about 5 laps. So there's definitely not going to be enough time for it to be so wet that we need to put on wet tires. Certainly for light rain. So we need to go for dry tires again. And then we might end up having to go onto the wet tire right after. So it's going to be a very interesting choice. Either way, we have no choice in when to pit, because we need to make this stint last, and so we need a full tank of fuel. Maybe not a full tank of fuel, actually. So we'll definitely need 2 fuel within the next 8 laps. So it's going to be very interesting strategically. Actually, P8 is he in the pits? No, surely not. No. I think there's a little bit of a problem with. Yeah, okay, that was fine. This guy really was gonna like cut me off or something, but timing was perfect coming out of the pits for them. No, the timing is gonna be really short. We've got 8 laps of fuel, and then there might be rain within 5 laps. Light rain. So we'll have to put on dry tires. I don't see it happening any other way. The question is, when are we going to go onto the wets? Is there actually going to be a wet enough period for it to be worth the extra change? Can we actually gain anything from it? Strategically, it would be interesting to have a very heavy rain coming up after the light rain. Given the forecast before the race, I think that's unlikely. is 10 seconds behind us, so for now it looks like we can hold on to this 9th place, which is exactly in the middle of the pack that started today. There were 18 drivers starting and we're in P9, so that's great. I would be really happy with that result. And I actually can't believe that we remained in such a good position even after losing 2 minutes in the pits. I guess we're not the only ones that got caught up in some kind of trouble, including that poor, I guess, prototype that we took out. We got 15 minutes of repairs, probably because of us, but we're gonna see after the race whether we were the main culprit or whether that was kind of a messy race incident. I think with the LMP2 it was probably 50-50, and I should really stop kind of opening up the corner when I'm not entirely sure that there is no other car coming through. It's something that cost us the iron in Daytona 24.
Let us know if you want rain tires.
Yeah, what's the fuel situation?
Faster traffic approaching. Car right. Clear on the right.
So we've got about 9.9, so it's gonna be 9 laps over the line. So about till lap 50, right? And for now there's no rain. So to me it's still dry for now, it's still a dry tire.
Coming up quick. Car right. Clear on the right.
And the car behind is once again catching up to us. I guess the fact that this track is not really my favorite does show in the end.
Faster car coming up quick.
I think the next track on the schedule in 2 weeks is Long Beach, but I'm gonna be doing the Daytona 500. And so I don't know if I'll be able to do the other endurance race. And the Long Beach is such a unique track for endurance racing. Let me know, by the way, what you think of this format, these streams. I've actually been enjoying doing this a lot. It's a great keepsake for me in my in the races that I actually run, because I always end up forgetting what I'm doing, what kind of lap times I'm doing, and what kind of result I end up having. And streaming it is a lot less difficult than actually having to
Clear.
edit videos. Although I used to love edit videos, I just
Clear.
don't find it that rewarding anymore, and there's a lot of time that goes into making the videos. I don't know if that was for position or not. I think it's a back marker. Yeah, it's a back marker. It's actually P11. So that's good. That puts the car in between me and P9 now, in another position. But we will have to go into the pits ourselves within a couple of laps. about keeping it within the track limits there. It's nice. For now, still no rain on track. So unless there's torrential rain coming in the last quarter of the race. Don't think we'll need the wet tires for now, engineer.
Traffic approaching. Car on your left. Clear on the left.
Ooh, you cut me off there.
Right side. Clear on the right.
Ooh, still 95 meters to add, that's interesting. It's almost a full stint at the end there. Might actually need to change the tires at some point. If it's still a full-on stint at the end there.
Group of faster cars approaching. Car on your left. Keep to the right. Clear on the left. Left side. Clear.
Yeah, that guy was being a little too cautious, and then he ended up not being able to make the pass. It's kind of in an awkward spot, but I mean, I prefer someone who's a little bit too cautious than someone who just
Traffic approaching.
dive bombs
Car in
you.
front is pitting.
Another pit stop for the guy in front now, in front of us.
Right side.
Is that the car that
Clear on the right.
No, that's not the car we took out. It was, I'm pretty sure it was an Alpine livery or something. It's P9 there, yeah, I don't know. So now we're P7, which we still need to pit as well, so we'll probably drop back down the order a little bit.
Car right. Clear on the right. Right side. Clear.
Okay, last pit stop coming up in 5 laps, and then it's just straight on to the finish.
Faster car coming up quick. Left side. Still there, hold your line. Clear on the left. Left side. Clear. Car on your left. Clear.
Yo. That's Sean Simons. Sorry again. No, thank you. Guess he mistakenly pushed on sorry. Wanted to say thank you to the guy letting me past. thought this track was going to be brutal for the tires, but honestly it feels pretty good. Like even at the end of the stint, the tires are still gripping up so much. It's pretty great. Let's talk about strategy for a little bit. So at this point in the race, we still have about 4 laps to go before we pit. Light rain might be coming in, but it's definitely not getting wet quickly enough for us to actually go to the wet tires. No matter how much rain actually starts coming down now, it would have to pour for the next 5 minutes for it to be worth it. So we're gonna go onto the dry tires. We're actually gonna do almost a full tank until we manage to get to the end of the race, which means essentially that the cars that crashed out early and did an early pit stop, well, they will be penalized pretty heavily. Because, well, they'll have to do an extra pit stop at the end, I think. They got into the dirty air of the fake Ferrari there. So that extra pit stop is actually good for us, unless, and that's where they could actually win big, is if it rains at the end of the race.
You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
They will all have to pit, and that will make them equal to us. For that it needs to rain a lot and not just a couple of droplets. So that's the big question before the end of the race. Is there going to be rain? And if not, then we're in a really good position right now, because we're back in P7 where we were before our crash, and we're essentially looking at maybe losing 1 or 2 positions in the pits because of some cars that pitted just within the 5 laps before this one, that are actually on the same strategy as us, essentially. Oh.
Right side, you're in the middle, 3 wide, clear, 2 wide, clear.
Yeah, I wanted to get back on the racing line. He had plenty of time to go onto the left side, but
left side.
Yeah, I guess
Clear on the left.
could have stayed on the left, and I wouldn't have cost too much, but yeah. Bit of a messy thing there, but that's what I was saying, you know? Like, I wanted in this race to try and just keep my line and not actually move out of the way too much, and that's where I did it. And in the end, I guess I managed to do it aggressively enough that they understood what I was doing, and they braked. So that was great. Counterpoint to that, in this instance, staying on the right would have been a better line, to be honest.
Car right. Clear.
And that was actually great to not lose too much time.
Clear. Faster traffic approaching.
Actually let go of the gas and then... Oh,
Car on your left.
yeah, fuck off.
Clear.
See, that's something that I don't like. I'm actually already turning in, and you're still gonna jump into the inside. I know they're coming with so much speed, and it's actually so unfair. I hope in the next patch we actually get a downgrade of the prototypes, so that they can be somewhat realistic and not just dive bomb anywhere they can.
Group of fast cars approaching. Car right. You're on the left.
Oh, 2
3
prototypes, 3 wide.
side. Clear.
And I've got P8. It's actually catching up to me now. It's actually a lot of really fast guys that aren't really that consistent, or maybe got a little bit unlucky in the race. Oh, it's actually the Porsche that we were fighting at the start of the race. So he's found his pace back, or potentially it's like his teammate now that's racing. I have no idea, but either way, it is the same team for sure. And they are intermittently quite fast, but then there are points where like they end up, I don't know, making weird mistakes. Like that crash that he did over here, or when I ended up catching up to him every time we went through the kink. Oh, there was almost a big crash there behind us.
Right side, clear on the right.
Okay, so we got
Car coming up quick.
about 2 laps to go before we pit.
Car right.
6 is definitely way far in front, so we're never gonna catch up to him. And the prototypes keep taking out the cone that is placed right on the braking marker of T1. Oh, big crash.
Go left.
Stay left, yeah. Good boy. Staying onto the racing line. Probably gonna catch up before the end of the straight, right?
Faster traffic approach.
Yeah, that's how much speed they have.
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
I need to check the, what's the name of it? VFT. Wow. I dipped like 5 centimeters of my tires onto the grass there. It's always a little bit scary when that happens. Meanwhile, the prototypes, they can just go onto the grass as much as they want, it looks like. And I do miss driving this. The speed is incredible. But these GT3s are a great challenge for me as well, because I tend to rely a lot on aerodynamics to fix my driving. And these GT3s, although
You've got about 2 laps of fuel.
I don't have to manage my right foot, they still require me to be good on the brakes and good on doing my speed checks. Oh, he's going into the pits as well. So we're really on the same strategy here now as VFT Esports there. It's very interesting. It's going to be a tough race. Because they are mighty quick. Even if they do make the odd mistake once or twice. I don't know whether I should perhaps add a little bit of fuel. 1 extra laps at 5 extra liters of fuel, so that would be a full tank. I think it should be fine, right? There's already a 1 lap margin.
Faster traffic approaching.
Oh. See, he appears right at the moment that I want to turn in. It's like just a little bit too late. And if the prototypes weren't that quick, like weren't cheated essentially with their downforce. Oh, and now it's raining. Well, I'm never gonna go onto the wet tires because it's just like one corner. Yeah, essentially the end of the track. Heavy rain. They're expecting heavy rain as well. But for now, we're gonna go for dries because
2, 1, right here.
It's way too dry to actually go onto the wets now. So, okay, we got 93 liters coming up. Put on those tires, boys. Quickly. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Okay, this is actually getting intense now. The last stint. We've got 50 minutes left. Come on, come on, come on.
Okay, go.
Was it a bit early? And let's do wet tires for just in case we need to come in. Because that's gonna be hectic if we do have to come in. There's P9 ahead of us, so we might actually drop back down to P10 at some point. Up. It's coming up.
Group of faster cars approaching.
Fucking it's on the apex. Wing wide. There we go. We can all
Car right.
go on the inside now.
Clear on the right. Car right. Clear on the right.
And there behind us is P5. Okay. Go ahead.
Right side. Still there. Clear on the right. Faster car coming up quick. Car on your left. Still there, hold your line. Clear.
McLaren there. P14, what are you doing?
Car behind, closing on you. The gap is 1.4 seconds. Left side, faster traffic approaching.
It's a little
Still
bit
there,
of
hold your line.
understeer when we're on the line. Already somehow. It's not that much rain though, but how can it be so wet so quickly? Like visually it looks way too wet right now. Here it looks fine though.
Car right. That car is a lap down. Keep to the left. Faster traffic
I
approaching.
don't really see why he's being so aggressive with his flashing, but just for now, you can just ignore that, let him do his race. He seems to be a little bit faster anyway, so as long as he doesn't do anything stupid like that.
Left side. Keep to the right. Still there, hold your line.
I don't really have to fight him, I don't really want to, but he seems to be like
Still there, hold your
an actual
line.
idiot, and
Clear on the left. Faster car coming up quick. Car right.
I think this is the first time I'm actually
Still
holding
there,
up
hold your line.
an LMP2 for so long.
Stay on the left. Clear on the right.
Where's the Porsche? Are you going for tires? That's also something. Maybe some people are gonna go in for tires a little bit early. Now it's like very manageable. Apparently there's heavy rain coming, so I have to watch out for that. Spray isn't too bad if you see the GT3s running, it's like it's a little bit of rain. I feel like it's still way too much for the amount of rain that's falling, but
Faster traffic approaching.
ooh, there's more rain kicking up. In such conditions, I'm like so happy to be in the GT3s and not in the prototypes.
Faster traffic approaching. Car right. Clear on the right.
Definitely no wet tires yet. It's a little bit slippery on the line. In some places, like I know the rain. It felt like the rain started in this corner, so
Clear.
when you're on the slick part of the track,
Faster traffic approaching.
it's a little bit slippery.
Right side. Clear.
Oh, and you went wide.
Go right.
Oi, 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 oi. This corner is also kind of deadly.
The car behind is pitting.
I guess it's good that it's in the last corner that you can kind of judge how bad it gets. Yeah, it's too much. I think we'll need to pit in soon. It feels like it's really almost there. You know how many people are pitting? 51, 46. People ahead that don't seem to be pitting. 54, that's... Oh, he actually pitted. So I guess the people in front are pitting. Oh, this is bad. On our lap times, 15.
Faster traffic approaching. Car right. Clear. Car right. Clear on the right.
No, still not too bad. SCP4 ahead. I don't know if it's gonna get worse, that's the thing as well.
Faster traffic approaching.
Yeah, well, I'm in front of you. You just ran into the back of me.
Car on your left. Clear.
Maybe I'm being too cautious. I don't know. Oh god. That's the problem when you have no experience in such conditions. I know when the overlap actually happens. Here, there's plenty of grip. Like this whole part, it's pretty much dry. This part is like dry, honestly. Like on the... Is that even still
Faster
wet?
traffic approaching.
I mean, is that still rain? I think the rain stopped. It's not raining in
Now
this
a
spot.
dry session. Left side.
Yeah, there's no need for tires. My god, I almost went for tires like one lap ago. Wow. That's actually insane. Wow, clutch. That's insane. We're P6 now. Because we didn't go for the tires and we just waited it out a little bit. But he was saying heavy rain, which is absolutely preposterous.
Fast cars approaching.
No rain!
Side.
Wow!
Clear.
What a strategic call there. Staying out was the right move. I guess no rain.
The lead is pitting now.
Yeah, the leader is spinning because he extended his stint so far.
Clear.
Actually, I have no idea how he did that. It's insane. Fuel consumption on that car is incredible.
Faster car coming up quick.
This one is still a little bit wet.
Car right. Clear.
This is also really, this one. But apart from that, we're actually racing on a dry track, essentially. I think the next one is also a
The
little
lead
bit
is pitting now.
twitchy. We're P6.
The lead is pitting
Wow,
now.
guys, that's amazing. Wow,
The lead is pitting now.
what a race.
Car on your left.
Here it's raining a little bit.
Still there.
It's like so light.
Clear on the left.
And now there's no wet tire needed. Yeah, okay, now it's raining a little bit over this side. And on this side, but it's actually fine.
It's now a wet session.
And this is wet. This is supposed to be a wet session. Okay. Interesting. Really doesn't feel like a wet
Faster
session,
traffic
to be honest.
approaching.
Okay, this part is... Okay, this part is slippery now. What is happening, man? Problem is it's really wet over this part, but then when you get to the other end of the track,
Car right.
it ends up
Clear on the
being
right.
like really dry. So, is P5 in the pits? It's kind of questionable.
Left side.
Okay, P3 is being a little bit too cautious.
Still there. Clear on the left.
Yes, it's raining. You can see a little bit more cloud cover as well. And here it's actually raining. Yeah, this part is actually wet. Okay, so it stopped raining and now it's... Oh, it's worse. It's a lot worse. Okay, I need to pit this lap. Next lap.
Faster traffic
This
approaching.
lap. Okay, check the relative this time. Was really no one coming. Oh yeah, okay, that's a lot of rain. Oh god. I should have pitted on last lap. Oh, that Corvette managed to do it perfectly,
Left
man.
side. You're on the right. 3 wide. Car on your left. 2 wide. Keep to the right.
Oh, nice. Guys, oh my god.
They say you cut the course. You'll have to slow down and give up the time game. You've got wheel damage.
Oh my
One of your
god.
wheels is out
Are
of
you for
alignment.
real?
You'll have less grip out there. Faster traffic approaching. Your car has too much damage. We've got to fix it. Reduced aero might slow you down on the straight.
Oh my god. Oh, we were doing so well and then... it's once again the prototypes that just video. It's like, oh man, it's so wet, and then you're coming in super hot.
Car on your left.
Yep,
Faster
okay.
traffic approaching. Clear on the left.
Damage is too much. It's like, am I really gonna lose 2 minutes by going to the pits like this? Oh, we were doing so well. It's so annoying. Have you seen how close these guys are coming as well? Oh, it's so much rain. Yeah, it's horrible. Why doesn't the engineer like say anything about it either? It's like, wow. Said like heavy rain was coming in once when I came into the pits.
That car is a lap down. Clear.
Wow, wow, wow.
The car in front is pitting. The leader is coming up on you. They're not at fight. Left side.
Well, live and learn, I guess. I just have no idea how I could have anticipated that it was gonna pour down so much in just one lap. I feel like it's a little bit unfair because there was like absolutely no worsening of the condition. If anything, it was just like still pretty good. Then the last corner was getting worse, and then all of a sudden you arrive into the actually the third corner, and it's horrible.
3, 2, 1. Right here. All the damage is repairable.
6 minutes of repairs because of the stupid prototypes. 45 seconds of optionals. God damn. Like, man, the brake pedal is right there. Like, I know I was driving like 30 kilometers an hour, but it's given the conditions, like you could have actually expected that some cars were actually going to struggle a little bit. Oh, it's such a shame. Well, we've got 6 minutes, so we can actually look back on some of the crashes that happened. So let's maybe go on to this view, and then we need to go before the actual. When was it? I have actually no idea which lap it was, so that's gonna be a little bit difficult. It's when I was behind the Ford, and then I wasn't behind the Ford anymore, so I guess that's how you can kind of judge it. What was this? Oh yeah, the Ford is coming up, okay. So that's behind the Ford, okay. That's that blue, like, Acura thing. Wait, let's see, okay. So this is the point. I mess up, go extremely wide, and I come back onto the track. So here, I don't see him as I'm here. And yeah, here I obviously see him. At least if I go into cockpit. Where is it? Cockpit. There we go. Go into the cockpit. Like, realistically, that's where I see him. Like, I know you could say that you see him earlier, but like, whoa! Oh god! Which lap was that again? Okay, so again, like, realistically, yeah, it's my fault, but like, Rocket League? Not playing Rocket League, I'm playing iRacing. God damn it, brother. You raced this game 1 week ago. Okay, whose fault is this? Definitely mine. But like, realistically, I didn't do like an unsafe rejoin, because there I was on track, but it's just that I didn't see him in time to actually avoid him. And this goes back to like what I'm saying all the time as well, which is the prototypes need to leave more room as well. Like they always come charging through and like leave millimeters to the cars they are overtaking. Okay, here it's maybe not the case. God, okay, yeah, this looks bad for me. This looks really bad. But honestly, like, oh man, how I wonder why this POV was actually. Like, if you look back at it. So he's just trying to do his best to overtake, and he actually didn't see me either. So like, it's just the rejoin made it so that like it was really bad. Like it made it really difficult to actually get through there without a crash. And then the other crash I had, oh, that's actually on this lap, and then we go back. The other crash that cost me 2 minutes in the pits. And then afterwards I'm gonna get back into the car because I guess I'm gonna, the repairs are gonna be done pretty soon. Yeah, okay, here we go. That's the other crash. Move to the left for nothing, yeah, but I was rejoining the track and I went like a little bit too much to the left. And here, yeah, here, I'm sorry, but this is, I thought maybe it was 50-50, but when you look at this, this is just, like, he did not have to go for that. What the hell? Like, imagine I stayed on the racing line, he would have just plowed right into the back end of me. Like, sure, I messed up my line, but there was just no way for him to get through there. Like, honestly, look at that. Oh, and that's 2 minutes of repairs, by the way. Just, it's such a, it looks like such a light tap when you look at it from the outside as well. How much do I have left? Still a minute. Wow. Well, it's 30 minutes to the end then. But now we're sure that it's wet. Like, when you look at the track now, you're 100% sure that that's a wet track. Okay, am I gonna do the extra 45 minutes of repairs? Yeah, the takeout was, the last crash was definitely mine. Oh, and then there's the one all the way at the end, but I guess we'll leave that for after I get out of the repairs. But there it's like, there's not even anything to see. I'm just like slowing down so much, and no one wants to be the one braking. And so they just all plowed into me, which was, well, not a fun experience. Anyway, we seem to be in 11th, which is still not too bad. I think we're not gonna get back into the top 10 before the end, which is such a shame, because we were so close, so damn close. If the rain had subsided, if it had stayed light rain for the remainder of the race, and just into these couple of corners, then we would have been so good. And I thought we had it. I really thought we had it, but in the end, yeah, it was just, we just did one lap too much, and the rain got so heavy so quickly, and then you're just essentially a passenger there. You can't really do anything. Just gonna do like 5 seconds for the show, and then
Okay, go.
there we go. The wheel is straight. I guess we still just have a little bit of maybe aero damage or something. So many prototypes in the pits as well. I don't know if they actually retired, or maybe it's from that crash with me. Wow. Okay, even with the wet tires, it's still, wow. Even with wet tires, this track is insane. The weather just, wow, it just came down onto the track, and then I think it surprised everyone. This is horrible. Actually horrible.
Right side. Clear. Right
Even
side.
just putting the power down is...
Clear on the right.
Wow. I don't know where we're going. Insane. These conditions are atrocious.
Faster car coming up quick. Car right. Still there. Clear on the right. Faster car coming up quick. Car on your left.
I might need to get onto the wet line, but
Still there, hold your line. Clear on the left.
I think this line is good, right? And that's gonna be the crossover. Okay. Maybe I should try to get like a late apex or something to avoid being too much onto the track. Oh, these are the types of conditions where I'm actually quite good normally, so now that we're onto the wet tires,
You got a slow car on the left.
we'll see if we can
Faster
actually
traffic approaching.
make the most of this. P1 actually was wide. Oh, I don't want to be too cautious, but the track feels incredibly difficult to navigate. Oh, look at the puddles.
Car
Check for
right.
puddles.
Clear.
See here, if I want to go to the right a little bit, like, yo, and you get like sucked into those puddles as well.
You're in the top 10.
We're actually back into the top 10. Like how? Okay, just gotta keep it on the road for another 30 minutes, man. Wow. What a turning situation. Like 7 minutes of repairs,
Coming up quick.
and we're somehow in the top 10 still. This race was bonkers, man.
Car on your left. Clear.
Wow. And we're blind again. Okay. This one is especially bad because it's like downhill as well. So we've got 23 minutes to go in this race. We just have to keep it on track. Okay, this pass seems to be a little bit better. I'm gonna take the wide line here. And maybe cut back in. Later. Yes, now. It feels kind of good. Late apex again. Can put the power down. Right here, early braking zone. Good. Okay, nice. Stay on the inside of the track to not get onto the rubbered road. Yeah, first gear might be a bit too much, but still, with the puddles that you have in this last corner, this is really the worst part. This part and then the downhill section. It's actually two. I guess it's two downhill corners. That makes it especially bad. I wonder if it's like, if you can actually see how bad it is when I brake, and the nose just kind of creeps like lightly to the right. And you see the car kind of going sideways, and then you gotta bring it back. Go to the other side. Let's see, there's a hypercar trying to get through. Actually, more than one.
Still there. Clear.
The rain just started pouring down. I don't think we actually did a bad strategy here. We had it nailed until the rain just surprised everybody.
Left side. Clear.
Yeah. Too much onto the dry line. See, the gas feels really nice. Even in these conditions, and it's pouring again. I thought the rain was easing, but no, it's getting worse. Wow. What a race. Well, another guy going off. Gotta really watch out in this last corner because you've got all these puddles and you can't go wide at all. How many incident points do we have? 21, and at 25 we get a penalty, so I guess all those crashes kind of gave us some really bad penalties. The one I still feel bad about is taking out that Acura prototype. Wonder if it's, no, it's not this one, right? I know it's a blue one, but I forgot to check who it was. Look at how early I'm braking and then still how little grip I have at the end. Just gotta feather the brakes, feather the throttle, be extremely light on your hands, so that you can let the car kind of center itself. This corner is probably one of the least annoying ones to take, and this one you can kind of, like a little bit of a wider line. It feels like the car has a lot more grip, then you're able to really turn into the dry line. It's really difficult to find like the best line through these corners, and with the amount of water that's pouring down, I don't think we're gonna approach any kind of ideal racing line here. It's just about keeping the car on the road, not making mistakes. I think that's gonna be the best strategy here, really.
Group of faster cars approaching. Car right. Clear.
Okay, last 15 minutes. Last 15 minutes of the race. Just gotta keep it on the road. We'll actually make it.
Faster car coming up quick. Right side. Clear on the right.
Once again, the fake Ferrari overtaking us. I don't know where the road is. All I could see were his flashing lights. And I was hoping that he knew where to go. Oh, I actually can't see. Wow, the rain is intensifying even more. Like it keeps pouring quite heavily in some zones and then it stops for a little bit. It's actually iRacing's weather system is so good, man. Like there's no other racing sim that even comes close. It's incredible. And you see it in real life as well that like a lot of teams get caught out with dry tires on a wet track and on a track that where the rain starts pouring a lot. And you will see it in real life as well. Everyone just kind of either tiptoes around the track or just starts spinning out. And these are exactly the kind of conditions we have right now. It looks so realistic. It's just such a shame that we got caught out. Like one lap before the end, my steering is so light in these corners. Oh, I'm onto the bad part of the track, but
Clear on the right.
I didn't get an incident point. I thought this race was gonna give me a lot of safety rating, but in the end, I think with the amount of incident points I actually got, I'm gonna lose some I rating. And I've got some to spare. I'm at 3.5A, but
Faster traffic approaching.
more is always better.
Right side.
There's definitely two factors playing into this. Like, for one, there's well, actually no, the weather has nothing to do with. Well, yeah, the weather does, because like I got plowed into by all those prototypes because I couldn't put my foot down. But apart from, oh god, oh that's bad, oh that's bad. Oh no, don't lose back end, don't lose back end. Okay, so that's one ink. So now at 23. And
Clear on the left.
is that the Porsche we were fighting? He's P8 now. Wow. I was so looking forward to actually battle him as well. The track is so bad. There's so much rain. There's puddles everywhere. Like half an hour ago, this track was essentially dry. Oh, you see a little bit of the sun coming up there. I'm hoping the rain kind of stops at some point, so I don't get too many extra increment points, or incident points I should say. I won't say increments, but really incidents. Maybe the inside is actually better with such a track. It's like I'm thinking, even if I have a little bit less grip, okay, no, this is bad. Oh, yeah, okay, no, it's kind of good. I don't know, I'm thinking maybe keeping the inside, even if it's more slippery. Oh wow, oh, that's bad. It's gonna give me more room if I make a mistake, so that way I don't actually end up going off track. Get that, I mean, first gear, man. Car going all over the place.
Faster traffic approaching. Car right. Clear on the right.
Okay, P11 is super far behind us. And P9 is also quite far in front of us.
You're going well.
So we just have to keep it on the road. And try and avoid to get a penalty. But wow. These conditions are incredible. Oh, this one. Yeah, the same as last lap. It's so bad. It's like a river crossing that part of the track. There's an LMP. Oh, it's actually a prototype, sorry. Prototype flashing these lights, but I mean, I'm not doing anything to hold you back, man. Just get on with it. Do your job. Overtake me. You can see the spray at the other side of the track there from the cars coming through.
The car in front is pitting.
Okay, P9 is pitting. It's kind of interesting.
Faster car coming up quick. Left side, stay on the right, clear on the left.
Huge puddle forming on the right. Oh, it has no rear wing. Well, that's daring. Driving without a rear wing. Okay, no, wider. And then cutting back in. Oh, this is so tough. Here, I have no feeling of the front end at all. The car is just floating around.
Faster traffic approaching. Right side. Clear on the right. Faster traffic approaching. Right side. Clear.
I can't see anything. This doesn't even really feel like racing anymore, it's more like surviving than anything.
Faster traffic
That's kind of a big
approaching.
line.
Car on your left. Clear.
Like they could put the power down so early. Like at this point I'm not even looking at like speed or anything, it's just avoiding those puddles and keep the car on track. It's also so difficult when you're being overtaken by traffic.
Car on your left. Clear.
Because I want to avoid like those puddles on the right side, but at the same time I need to like leave some room so the prototypes can actually start an overtake. It's getting really dark in my room. All of a sudden I think the sun just went under.
Group of faster cars approaching.
Realistically I should really have like
Right side.
a light
Clear.
that I can operate while still racing. Oh.
You got a slow car on the left.
Wow, this corner was even worse.
Faster car coming up quick.
do that.
Clear on the left.
One corner later and he could have just overtaken in on the straight, but okay. Oh, there's probably like two laps to go, something like that, 2 or maybe 3. We're so close to actually finishing in the top 10. The kind of secondary goal to our Daytona race, definitely the main goal that I had for this race, even though I said that, I just wanted to get to the end. P10 is definitely always kind of the goal, because if you're in the top 10, oftentimes you can actually do a little bit of iRacing, or at least you don't lose too much. Outside of the top 10, it's going to be difficult. Unless you're in a really high strength of field lobby. The top 10 feels amazing.
Group of fast cars approaching. The car in front is pitting.
Again. Huh? You want to pass on the outside?
Right side. Clear on the right.
Okay, that's strange. I'm happy that I stuck with my line. It's not like I could have really changed anything about it, because realistically in this rain.
Group of fast cars approaching. Car right. Clear on the right.
Onto the corner, it's about here, yeah, okay.
Car on your left. Clear. Left side.
Oh, don't
Clear
do
on the
that.
left. Car right. Clear.
Oh, yeah. We're still in the pits, but yeah, we're like 5 laps behind them, so. Even like this, there's no way to actually overtake him, I think. It's like I don't have enough time, I only have maybe a lap? Something?
Faster traffic approaching.
But yeah, P10 is nice. P10 is good for us. There's 1 minute 40 remaining.
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
So depending on when the leaders cross the line, this may or may not be our last lap, but I think there's going to be one more. I don't think I've ever raced in such bad conditions. Even if I had actually trained in the rain, I don't think I would have done it with this much rain.
Faster traffic approaching.
Generally speaking, you would expect a little bit less of an extreme situation.
Right side. Clear on the right.
I'm really happy this hypercar learns to be a little patient.
Faster traffic approaching. last lap.
Okay, one more lap. P9 just retired bits because he thought he couldn't get beaten. Oh, I just overtook P9. I don't know if that's for real or if it's just because normally I think he did more laps than I did, but maybe because he's not actually finishing the race. I might actually take his place, I don't know. P9 would mean gaining 8 iRacing apparently. At the cost of a lot of safety rating however, but I mean I'll take it. Okay, final lap. Just a couple more corners to go. Behind us, there's actually no one catching up. That's great. We're all 10 seconds or plus behind, so that's well, they're actually gonna catch up quite quickly because there are prototypes, but I'm hoping manage to do this section before they actually catch up. Going really mellow, really slow. You can see P10 actually went back onto the track, I think. Maybe they got demoted even further, I'm not sure. They're kind of blinking in and out of the standings. So what is it gonna be? Are they actually gonna be promoted or not? Either way, we actually did it. Let's go. No drive-thrus. Just straightforward for the last stint there. Once we got our tires sorted.
Checkered flag, checkered flag.
And either way, P9 or P10, we are inside the top 10. That's amazing. Starting P14th, and we actually made it all the way to the end there. Wow, what a race. It was actually really fun. Super challenging, but I learned so much. That was so good. Okay, let's look at maybe the crash we got at the end. I know what my number was. Let's see. I should get to me. I'm gonna have to go. Oh, there we go. Nope. There we go. Okay, so I guess it's before this, right? No, it's not before this. It's after my. Maybe let's go to the end and then go back. And then I had to pit for tires. Okay, there we go. So I guess this is when I went in. Classification above my, well, on that side is actually for the end of the race, I'm pretty sure. It's not actually for the time when we were here. As you can see, room inside here, because we thought, you know what, we're actually faster than P3, and then we actually overtook him, and somehow the rain here was so intense, so hard. When did I actually brake? At a 4 here. No. Oh, I actually braked really late. So that's, yeah, I actually braked really late, but the lap before it was actually easing off and it gave me like a false sense of actual control. And then you can see like tires not really biting in. I brake even further because I can see I'm not gonna make it in the corner. I end up spinning slightly, which is horrible for the cars behind us. But then they brake quite well until I actually get pushed by that car that went off. Well, because of us really. And that's actually the only contact, right? Like we actually get pushed. We do like a full 360. Oh no, yeah. There's the extra contact from the green car. There's actually, so that's actually an unsafe rejoin, but he actually had to go off track because of us. God, we're in P6. That was such a cute position. That would have been amazing. But yeah, car completely done. Yeah, that one is definitely also my fault. I mean, if I hadn't spun, but then again, the conditions were so bad, and the whole, like, what caused the whole problem here is really the fact that I spun and then the guy kind of rejoined unsafely. And yeah, that's just sent me into a spin. If he just had kept it on the grass there, I think we would have been fine. I thought it was a lot more chaotic than that. But I guess that's it then. A 2 hours and 40 minutes race. And that's the end of it for us. I kind of want to see like maybe like the end of the race. Some of the shots that we had. Like look at the spray here. Look at how much puddles and everything we had on the track. You can see it really well because the sun was kind of shining through the... and that's a fake Ferrari again. The sun was shining through the clouds. So even though conditions were so bad, you can see the rain falling on the cameras as well. That's when the game is telling you that it's so heavy. And even the cameras can catch it. I know it's not the most realistic rain fall ever recorded, but there we go. Yeah, and then this corner was so incredibly bad with a lot of extra rain falling down. God. Wow. What a race. What a race, look at that. I'm also glad we didn't do like the extra repairs that they suggested. I think it wouldn't have changed all that much. Even the 5 seconds that we took were probably not that important. But yeah, what a race. Let's go see what the end result is. Like how much iRacing we actually gained. So in the end, endurance series, do we actually gain anything? Oh yeah, right. It's a team event. How does this work exactly? And for which started at 3 p.m. So yeah, it's this one. Oh wait. So 1, 2, 3. Racing Bros. So I actually gained some iRating. 7 iRating. I'm now at 1834. Haven't gained anything back since the treacherous Daytona week, and then we lost 0.14 safety rating, unfortunately. And so the winner was, is that a McLaren? I think it's a McLaren. Oh, it's a Corvette. So not the same as in the Bathurst race. But yeah, anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time for the Daytona 500 probably.